This week on Worldwide Gaming with special guest Brandon, I review Valiant Hearts. John looks at the top 10 zombie games. And a two-part WG 101 on the Call of Duty series from Brandon. The first part focusing on the campaign, and the second part focusing on the changes of the multiplayer. Hello and welcome to Worldwide Gaming. I'm your host Ryan.
I'm Vince.
And today we have a very special guest. We have Brandon.
Thanks for having me on the show, guys. It's great.
So you are the expert of the office in Call of Duty. So why don't you tell us what you're going to be doing today?
Okay, so my segment is going to be like on the campaign and how that's like revolutionized over the years. And then it's going to be like on the multiplayer segment as well after that. So it's going to be great. And also, if you guys want to check me out on Twitch TV, type in XOClan and yeah, come and have a check a look. It's going to be great. Awesome.
Before we get to your segments, we're going to do the forecast.
The weather is looking hot. Super hot, actually. In this upcoming shooter for the PC, time moves only when you move. We think this is a cool concept, and we can't wait to hear more about it. We give it a 1. The air looks to be contaminated in The Division. Coming to current gen consoles and PC next year, this looks like it could be one of the best games of 2015. We give it a 5.
Okay, we're about to unlock my base. It's up here on the right. Heads up.
Space is heating up in Mass Effect 4. Not much has been revealed about this one yet, but we are still eagerly awaiting its release. We give this a 4.
So I'm personally very excited about Tom Clancy's The Division, mainly because of the Tom Clancy title, which, you know, all the games that he makes, like Ghost Recon and stuff, I'm a very big fan of. What about you guys?
When I initially saw the trailer, I wasn't too sure. We went to E3, saw it, and yeah, I need this game.
You're on the hype train then?
Oh yes, very much.
Also, there is Mass Effect 4, which we don't have many details on, but there doesn't need to be many details for me personally to be very excited.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are excited for this game. Like I've played all 3 of them, and you know it looks really good. To be honest, I think it's a lot of improvement so far. But hopefully they say when it can come out. So yeah.
Would you like to play as Shepard, or do you want someone completely different?
I think someone completely different might help. I mean, you know, Shepard's been a really good character and really, you know, brought the fan base to its needs. So, but I mean, a new character would be nice. So yeah.
Right now, we're going to my review of Valiant Hearts.
Dearest Papa, we live in a climate of uncertainty. Germans use the people of Saint-Mihiel as human shields against the French bombings. I hope the Germans treat you well, and that
If I told you Valiant Hearts: The Great War was a game based on World War I, your first instinct would probably be to think it was a shooter. But with good reason, as you can probably count the number of games based on real-life wars that aren't shooters on one hand. Valiant Heart plays with your perception on the subject matter even further with a puzzle-based adventure that tends to shy away from violence. The result is a little package filled with brilliant storytelling, fun and challenging puzzles, and a distinctive art style. Valiant Heart takes place in 1914, just after Franz Ferdinand's assassination, sparking Germany to declare war over Russia. In response, France deports all of its German citizens, which is where we meet our first character. In a small French farm, a young man named Karl is forcibly taken from his French wife Marie and his father-in-law Emile, who was also drafted in the army to fight the war, only on the French side. You start the game playing as Emile, but during the war, multiple character stories get entwined as you set off on a journey that is far from what you thought it would be. As you play, you'll meet new characters ranging from an American soldier to a Belgian medical student to even a dog. Each character's story is masterfully told, and enough time is devoted to him, so you actually care what happens to him. Through your travels, you'll solve multiple puzzles ranging from healing wounded soldiers to saving town folks from gas attacks by the Germans. Some puzzles are quite easy, but there are a few times you'll need to look carefully at the environment to figure out what to do. Luckily, if you get stuck, there is a hint system that can help you out, but it makes you wait at least a minute before subsequent hints are given. It's nice to see that option there, but you can usually spend that time looking at your surroundings and figure out even the harder puzzles for yourself. Quite early on, you'll meet a dog that follows a meal and can be used to retrieve items in hard to reach places, or crawl under objects and push switches and levers. And I enjoyed seeing how other characters you play as factor into how the puzzles are solved, using their own unique skills. The game has a very distinct art style, with Warfields being shown as a very grey and colourless wasteland. But the game doesn't shy away from using colour with all the places you visit in between, such as the towns in France. The way they use background and foreground elements and lighting in a 2D game can also become quite awe-inspiring. One particular instance of this is when you're searching the burning remains of a German Zeppelin. Although there is no dialogue, I really enjoyed the fact that even though the characters mumble when they're trying to communicate, they are still talking in their native language. Between each chapter, there is some fantastic narration work, filling you in the story.
But while approaching Vimy, a German squadron spotted them.
And I really enjoyed the soundtrack too, especially when it was used with the gameplay. Whatever platform you get Valiant Hearts on, I strongly suggest using a controller. The keyboard controls aren't terrible, however, you can find yourself in situations where you'll need to use up to 4 keys at once with one hand, which can feel very awkward. You're able to reconfigure them to whatever you like though, so playing with the keyboard is still very much a viable option. Valiant Hearts The Great War is a game that oozes style and takes a subject matter which you have seen before and twists it into a way you haven't. If you want a compelling story with great puzzle elements, I would definitely recommend this game to you.
Hey guys, if you want to keep up to date with the WG crew, check us out on Facebook. Go to our YouTube channel to catch up with all of our videos, blooper reels and extended cuts. And for everything all in the one spot, check out our website. Stay tuned.